Hello, everyone. My name is Perry Thomas, and today I'll be giving a briefing on a topic that affects every single one of us, whether we realize it or not: how our nutrition influences our health. Let me start with a quick question. Have you ever felt anxious, overwhelmed, or mentally foggy and thought, what in the world is going on with me today? Many of us look at stress, sleep, or our workload, but we rarely stop and consider whether the food we eat or don't eat is a part of the problem. Today's briefing will explain the who, what, where, when, and why on how and behind the connection between nutrition and mental well being. My goal is to simply inform and not persuade. By the end of this briefing, you'll understand what key nutrients support brain health, how intermittent fasting affects the brain, and which foods help manage stress and anxiety. Let's begin by looking at the nutrients that play the biggest role in our brain's health. The key nutrients that support brain health. Our brains rely on certain nutrients for functional purposes properly. When we don't get enough of them, our mood, focus, and mental clarity can all take a hit. For instance, omega-3s, fatty acids, they are found in foods like salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation in our brains and support memory and emotional balance. As reported by the National Institute of Mental Health in 2023, omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to improve mood disorders and support cognitive functions with B vitamins, vitamin B12, and folate. They help our brain cells communicate and regulate our moods. Low B vitamin levels are linked to depression, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. Antioxidants and antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables help protect the brain from oxidative stress, basically brain rust. Now that we've talked about the nutrients our brain depends on, let's take a look at a practice that's becoming more common and has real scientific support, which is intermittent fasting. How intermittent fasting supports mental clarity. Intermittent fasting is simply taking intentional breaks between meals, does more than help with weight gain management, and research shows it has powerful effects on the brain. How it works: when we fast, even for short periods like from 12 to 16 hours, our body switches from using glucose to burning stored fat. This process produces ketones, which the brain uses as clean, efficient fuel. Benefits for the brain: improves mental clarity, reduces inflammation, supports the growth of new brain cells, and it may help protect against long-term brain health. As explained in the 2022 article published in the Cell Metabolism, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce inflammation and stimulate the growth of new brain cells. So intermittent fasting can support clarity and focus, but our everyday food choices also play a role, especially when it comes to stress and anxiety. Foods that help manage stress and anxiety, which are certain foods, it can help regulate our moods, calm our nervous system, and support emotional balance. Magnesium-rich foods, spinach, almonds, black beans, and avocados all help relax the nervous system and reduce stress. Complex carbohydrates, whole grains like oats and brown rice help stabilize the blood sugar, which help keep our mood steady. And vitamin C and antioxidants such as oranges, berries, peppers, and other vitamin C rich foods help the body manage the physical symptoms of stress. From the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health reports that the antioxidant-rich foods can help protect the brain and reduce stress-related damage. Now that we've covered nutrients, fasting, and stress-reducing foods. Let's wrap everything up. To wrap up, now that we know nutrition plays a major role in mental health, omega-3, B vitamins and antioxidants support brain function. Magnesium and whole grains help manage stress and anxiety. And intermittent fasting can improve inflammation, mental health, clarity, and focus. You now understand that nutrients matters, and what fasting helps with the brain, and how certain foods can either calm or stress your nervous system. Taking care of your mental well-being doesn't happen only overnight, but in your mind. It happens in your kitchen, your routine, and your daily habits. The food you eat shape how you think, how you feel, and how clearly you show up for your everyday life. Feed your brain well, and it will reward you with clarity, resilience, and balance.